Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. So the lighting in here looks a little bit different because it's extremely gloomy outside. Like, it's dark, and I may have to switch up the lighting from now on. I don't have, normally I have my vanity lights on, but for two reasons I don't have them on. Number one, because I'm wearing glasses, and the glare of my glasses when my vanity lights are on is very disrespectful. And then number two, just because I feel like it wouldn't even have added the correct light. So y'all pray for me because I need to purchase some new lighting and really set up like a space where I could do these videos, because right now obviously I'm doing them in my bedroom. But anyway, it's Friday. I'm happy that it's Friday. This week I feel like went by really fast. But yeah, I'm happy it's Friday. We made it through the first work week, at least, of October. So God has been doing some amazing things in my life, and I just know, I can feel it in my bones, that He's also doing amazing things in the lives of whoever is watching this video. So, it's Friday. I'm happy. Even though the weather doesn't look very joyful, I am still happy. So yeah, happy Friday. But let's get into today's goal, because I really I like this goal actually. I didn't really know how to explain it, but I kind of like it after I saw the definition. So as always, God is blessing us. He's always going to be blessing us. The goal for today is to be straightforward. Be straightforward. So there are actually two different definitions, both of which I want to focus on and try to connect for us today, because I think that both definitions are extremely important in our lives. So today, the definition, well, there are two definitions of straightforward. The first one is to be direct, to be uncomplicated, to make things clear. And then the other one, which is actually the more obvious of the definition, I think, is to continue to move forward, or move in the direction that is move in the direction, honestly, that God is calling you to move, but just to continue to press on, or to continue to move on, and not stalling or going backwards or pausing or anything like that. Just continuing to move. Both of those definitions are extremely, extremely, extremely important for us. I think we had one, I don't know if it was a direct goal or if it was just how I explained it, where I was talking about how we need to uncomplicate things and make things clear. Oh, it was to be clear. Make things clear for ourselves and for others. That is extremely important, especially when we're talking about moving forward, is because if you don't have a clear direction, if you don't have clear direction on where you're going, if you don't have clear direction on what your purpose is or what God is calling you to do, honestly, you're just going to be wondering. Okay? You're going to be if I have any Bible scholars that are watching this, but you're going to be like the Israels in the desert that just wandered for a long time. And it's not that they actually wondered because God had told them where to go. It's just that it took them a very long time to get there because He was trying to straighten things out. And to me, like, if God tells me where to go, like, God has told me certain things, not only about like be blessed, but about like just different areas in my life that I want to see come to fruition. I don't want to be wandering around for 40 years as God straightens me out and tries to refocus me until I reach my goal. Like, I don't want that for my life. I don't want that for your life. So in this goal today of being straightforward, we're making things uncomplicated for ourselves. I feel like a lot of times we complicate things more than it's supposed to do. If God has told you to do something, you're taking that, but then also you're taking whatever your mom is telling you to do, or you're taking whatever your family members or your significant other or your friends, like, hey, God told me to do this, and then I'm also getting the advice of other people. That could overcomplicate things. It could overcomplicate things. And honestly, it's not that the people around you are have bad will towards you. It's just that if God has set like for this video series, I'll say, for example, God honestly gave me, like, within a couple weeks, He gave me the idea, all of the goals for the entire year for this video series. And it took me a long time to tell people about this because I didn't want people to overcomplicate the vision that God had given me. Like, I didn't want, because then I would start to get anxious and be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. And I would lose sight of where God had told me to go, and I wouldn't be moving forward. Period. I would be I would have, I probably wouldn't have started this video series in January because I would try to do too much based off of what God told me to do. So today's focus in being straightforward is making sure, number one, that we clearly understand the direction that God is calling us to go in, that we clearly understand our purpose, and that we don't let other things or other people overcomplicate that. And it's not, I'm not saying that it's bad to get advice or to get, to bounce ideas off of your friends, your family members, your significant other. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form, because I still do that to this day. What I'm saying is, make sure that you clearly understand what God is telling you to do prior to going and bouncing ideas off of other people, because you don't want those other people to kind of overcomplicate those things. So that is focus number one. Focus number two is make sure that you are moving. Make sure that you're moving forward. Do not stay complacent. Do not stay still. Don't even if you pause for a second, let that pause be, let me take a breath and keep moving. Like, you don't want to be stale in a certain season. You don't want to be, even if God in your season that you're in right now hasn't really been speaking to you of anything of moving forward, you still want to try to move forward. Like, you still want to, you say, okay, God, like, even though you haven't given me, or even though you haven't shown me clear direction on where I'm supposed to go, I'm still going to follow you because I want to keep moving. I don't want to be still. Okay. And not be still as in at rest, because I know we have our stillness goals for the month, but I don't want to be complacent, or I don't want to be stale, just not moving. I want to always be moving. All right. So that is the goal for today, is to be straightforward. That was a lot. That was a lot. But yes, I know that we can do it. And honestly, this is just encouragement, not only for like the viewers, but also for me, because I feel like I've been, I paused on a lot of the ideas and a lot of the things that God has told me to do. And I was like, sis, you got to keep moving straight forward, because what are you doing? So yes, that is the goal for today, is to be straightforward. I hope everyone has a wonderful Friday, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.